All right. So I started doing something before you guys came in, but I'm like, oh, let me just clear all of them. Let's do it together. That's why I started this meeting. So basically, since the year started, this is just 2022. We saw consolidation. You know, this is a huge consolidation here from 2022 to 2024. Early 2025, we saw the manipulation. And anytime we see manipulation, what do we expect? Distribution. So we have seen the distribution starting. So this is the distribution which has actually started, you know, which is the first confirmation for us, this is the first confirmation for us. As I said, we are first seeing the distribution starting. So we expect it to distribute to a draw of liquidity, which is a lot of draw of liquidity here. We see first one here. We see the second one here. We see the third one here. Second one, sorry. We see the third one here. Then maybe any draw of liquidity down here. But I mean, let's just focus these ones because we are talking about this week. So this is the daily chart. But let me clear all this. This is not what we're focusing on today. All right. So now on the daily chart, you could see that there was this support zone, which has been a support zone for a whole long time. It was a resistance zone though, since 2020, and it was broken out of, and market came to retest it. Look at this zone. This is the zone. This is the zone, the whole of the zone. You see, a market came to retest it in 2023 July, then 2024 January, December, January, 2023, 2024. 2024 September, it came to retest it and move up. And only 2025 April, it broke out of it. Then it made some consolidation, then it came for a retest. So anytime things like this happens, it's just two things. It's either market is coming to pull up back, retest and move back up, or market will just retest and move down. But here's the case that if we are expecting a weak dollar, we don't expect market to break out. We expect market to what? Drop directly from here. All right. All right. We expect market to drop directly from here. But now, how are we going to know market is just going to drop? But since we don't trade the XY, I'm not going to do a lot of analysis. No, I'm not going to do that. All I know is market is supposed to drop from here. So now this is the zone we just marked. If it comes to the XY, you don't have to be doing analysis. That. All we want to see is a zone, key zones, key levels, and it's actually $100. 100, exactly 100. No, this is exactly like the 100 level. And it makes sense. 100, exactly 100. 100 psychological level. It makes sense. Let me just mark it. It makes sense. Exactly 100. Like, isn't it kind of suspicious? Guys, just think about it. It's kind of suspicious. Exactly 100 level, $100 level. Exactly the $100 level. It makes it kind of suspicious. If you are getting me, just give me a reaction. Like if you're getting what I'm trying to say, it's kind of suspicious because if market has been consolidating at 100 level, 100 psychological level, it's suspicious. So that means if we can see this suspicious thing, let's just move to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, like 10, 10, $10. So 90, let me see my 90, wait, if I do that, let's just do it 5, 5, 5. No, 5 is so small. I'm just going to do my 95 here. Yes, let me do it. My 95 coordinates. Okay, and my 90. You notice something here, which I'm getting close to. And as you can see, all the psychological levels also lies at the point of liquidity. As I said, draw of liquidity, draw of liquidity. I was certain about I had a reason for letting you guys know the draw of liquidity before speaking. So you can see the draw of liquidity also aligns with levels. It aligns with levels. So that means the market explains itself. I won't be surprised if they do Kululu and make the dollar strong, which isn't my issue here because I never went to school to become a banker who is at those top levels to try and make the economy strong, which is their work. They have to make it strong. So if they bring up something that can make it strong, I don't care because I'm not supposed to make sure the dollar becomes strong. But now I can see it's weak. And if it becomes weak, I was right. If it doesn't, and they try to do a good job with their work, it's them doing their job. So why should I worry? I want to worry. Are you getting it? I want to worry. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm expecting. From the zone, I'm just expecting a 95, then a 90, and that. So that means if we expect the dollar to drop, we want to expect other currency pairs to rise, which I'm not going to analyze any other currency pair now. I'm not. Or because tomorrow we have a bank holiday for the GBP pair, which will make trading for the part of the rest of the week going to be stressful for me because I didn't see any action on Monday, which I'll try my best to maybe try and do analysis after that, do like kind of analysis in the group. I told you guys I can't be making videos, a lot of videos for now. My laptop has a low space. I use my external hard disk. I formatted it, used it to replace my laptop hard disk, or because it crashed. So at the end of the day, I don't have extra space. No, I don't have extra space. Um, but I'm trying my best to make sure I give you guys content and all that. I'm trying my best. All right. Um, let's continue. So now let's just go to gold and see what is happening on gold because that'll be the pair I'll be analyzing. Let me see. All right, we have less than 10 minutes to go. So let me just do it fast, 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 fast. Sorry, guys. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. You guys had to join early, but you didn't. So I see a lot of people expecting sales on gold, which is solid for technical because we saw this sweep here and the continuation. But on the weekly, we can see this weekly fair value gap here, which we expect to be a draw of liquidity for the market, or because when we see the daily chart, we can see that on the daily, it's also a level that's it's kind of a, a resistance level where it's now serving as a support level. So we expect market to come back there and move up. But don't forget that we had an OB here which has been respected. We had an OB here which has been respected. So we can see more than that, that market can just respect here and move from here. So I won't be surprised to see market opening with a gap because there's been speculations that Warren Buffett has, it's not speculation, he has stepped down. That means if a top investor steps down from his company, he's topping, that means there's something fishy going on in every part of this economy going on. And that means investors would like to get into metals. And there's something I wanted to say today, which like today I was just walking back home and it came to my mind, like, let me just say it. We hear people saying, yeah, there's kind of there's fear in the market, you know, there's fear in the market. So because there's fear in the market, investors are buying gold. Ah, ah. Don't you think if that kind of mindset is what they use, you can say they are not wise? Because why do you wake up and you see fear and you start buying out of nowhere, you start buying something, and 2 hours later, you hear something will be like, oh, now I feel like selling it again, and I start selling. That's not the case. That's not what happens on the market. What happens is that those who own gold will be like, yes, I feel like there's demand for gold. There will be a demand for gold soon. So let me keep the price higher because now we can see speculations that um, this and this is happening, and this is going to make investors like to invest in metals. And if they would like to invest in metals, I would like to increase the price so that no matter what, they will still buy it. And that's why the price increased, not because they started buying, just because those who own it thinks they will die. And since they think they will be buying it, they want to increase the price so they can come back and just kind of buy it at any price they think to meet it. So these are the two scenarios. You see the market moves back here, where it tests this zone and move from there. Or market does this, move straight up. But how can market move down? It's either it opens direct down here and buy from there. Are you getting it? But let's go down into technical and just be like, oh, so if it opens down, what am I going to do? See, now I already have this, my daily fair value gap here and my daily OB here. But which won't be that kind of, let me come, in guys, OB. That's my daily OB. Market tapped into it, rejected it, open, rejected it again, So now let's go to our 4 hour chart. We have 5 minutes to go, so I have to be fast here. All right. So on our 5 minutes, we could see that this is our 30 after the market swept it here on the weekly as I marked. But before market came down, it built liquidity here, and it swept the liquidity with passion. It's like it kind of swept the liquidity with passion. And after that, it came to tap into a key zone here. And this key zone also has an OB on the 4 hour chart. That's where market tapped into. So now market respected the OB, moved up, came to retest the OB, now moving up. So that means we have a huge confirmation here that, oh, market wants to move up because it already swept liquidity. It came up to break structure, it came back down, and it's now trying to move up. So now I'm expecting market to move to a zone here, somewhere here. If he has to sell, it will be selling from here, this zone. That's why I'm expecting market to sell from. Because look at this. This is what I'm seeing in the forward chart. That means in the smaller time frame, there was a break of structure, a pullback, then a move up with the buys. So now we expect market to move to this zone, and that's where we expect any reaction to happen. So if a reaction happens, I'll be happy to see a sell here if, as I said, the Fed is able to do kululu and make the market stronger for dollar. And this is where the sales will happen. But if it doesn't, we want to see buys from here. If market opens with a boom, this is where we want to see our second buys or something. If market opens with a boom, we want to see our buys from here. Maybe don't target anything because this is now a resistance, a huge resistance level. So since it's a huge resistance level, that should be our first target. We don't want to go more than that for now. And our second target is seeing it break out. And if it breaks out, our next target will be somewhere 3,700 cycle level. Yeah, that's it. So now this is what I'm expecting. If market has to even respect this fair value gap, I don't expect it to come straight. I'm expecting it to come here first. Respect comes here, then from next week, we see the buys from here. That's what I'm expecting. So the first week, the first like kind of Monday, Tuesday, if we want to see that, they move here. And maybe something after, something like that. If you have any question to just start typing it in the chat box. Let me give you guys opportunity to type in the chat box. I don't know if I did still put it, but yeah, you can chat in the chat box. Just type it so I can be fast. We have less than 3 minutes to go. Less than 3 minutes. Okay, so that's it. I'm expecting direct buys from here. So that means if you want to join in on these buys, join in on Tuesday, not Monday. Don't try, because I've seen several times where on Monday we wanted to see like a break of structure here, then they pull back to the breaker, then we join in from here. You see, we join in from here, but a lot of things happens on God, and it's kind of in like it is kind of unpredictable. You see, so I can assure you guys we can be seeing something like this after the cells. We know there was a cells here, then I kind of removed it. You can see the direct open with a gap. Market do something like this, then moves up, breaks, comes back to this breaker and move up. We can see market opening directly up here, giving a huge gap here, moves back into its gap and move up. But if it breaks out of that gap, that means that opening gap is going to be um inverse. Is going to move the market down to this zone. Then we can see some buys on Wednesday and Tuesdays from here. Are you getting it? So for anything that's going to react here or there, any reaction here will have to happen within Monday and Tuesday. It will let us know what to do. But with time, I'll be giving updates on the group. If you have any question to just text me in my DM. Just hello, go straight to the point. I see it, I reply you. I know, I see it, I reply you. Know that. So guys, that's it for us. I'm not analyzing the other pairs for now. If I have time tonight here, I can just do it and send the chat to the group. Are you getting it? But we have less than a minute to go. All right, let's do something. Just after the meeting ends, join again with the same link. I'll try and answer questions. I'll try and answer questions with that section. It's just 15 minutes. We won't spend the whole time, just 15 minutes. I'll try and answer questions. So get your questions. When the meeting ends, the same link, join with it. I'll answer questions with it. Any question you want to ask, just ask me. I'll try and answer you. Thank you very much for joining in. And we want to see kind of good week this week. Want to see a good week this week.